Okay, so I just wanted to talk about the next week or the week after then of my previous vlog. I was really excited for this week because, as I told in the previous one, well, I didn't have any performances last month, and it was kind of driving me crazy in terms of like, what's the purpose of my career if I'm not performing? It put a lot of things in perspective for me. Being in the situation where I just had a bunch of rehearsals and no performances just felt very isolated, let's say this. This week was supposed to be like inspirational for me since I have 6 shows. We had a stage run on Tuesday, we had a show today in the morning. I will have 3 shows of Animal Carnival tomorrow morning, and then a double show on Saturday of Snow White and 7 Dwarfs, where I will be on stage a total of 7 times. With performances just this week, I've booked many studios after hours, finishing at 7 for my own choreographies. I am going from 0 to 100, and I usually know that it really inspires me and, it keeps me going. So I've never worried that I'm lacking motivation. And so this week came. It's Wednesday, and I'm feeling terrible. Yeah, it's not funny, actually. I think it's the age coming after me, which it's a funny thing because now more than ever, I keep hearing that people say to me that I'm young, which back in the day when I was 23, people kept telling me that I was old. So it's like a really funny feeling of, I don't know where I am in this age group, All I know is that I am aging. I need to do a lot more to keep going now than I did, a long time ago. And so this week was supposed to be super motivational. I have 3 studio times booked for this week to start something new, because I thought, I'm gonna be so inspired to do something new. I don't know how it's gonna go. And now for the first time in a long time, I am scared of wasting their time and just sitting there for an hour, grasping my head and trying to think of one step that would make sense in this music. Because I've been to these kind of rehearsals where the rehearsal process was a nightmare. It was a premiere of a completely new piece, and the choreographer would just spend 4 hours to think of a step that ended up coming from dancers that were not allowed to even sit down for these 4 hours, because then you seem unmotivated. I don't want to put dancers through this similar kind of experience, knowing that I'm already using their free time. It's not even during working hours, it's all of our free time. And I know that I don't have annoying dancers who would complain about this. People are just very nice, which makes it even harder for me. Just really hoping for some muse to come to me so I would just get through this week. Maybe it's because I put myself very high expectations for this week, and then it started off very, very, yeah. We'll see how it goes though. We have no idea. I have no idea. That's it.
Tell me that you Tell me that you love me.
story time. I had 3 shows yesterday. One performance is 30 minutes, but it's 30 minutes of cardio because it's just you and your partner. So you don't have many breaks and you just dance in a row. Today in the morning, I woke up and I couldn't get out of bed. I had really bad pain. And if you know anything about nerve pain, it's the muscle cramps during this pain are intense. Like, it just feels like my whole body is trying to protect me. But all it's doing is making it worse, basically. There's a ligament behind the lowest disc that got inflamed, and that was the one that was pressing on the nerve. I don't have time to take off time, although all the signs are there. Not being motivated, having all kinds of pains, just general struggle for me usually is a very big sign that I need to take a break before the break takes me. So
was it the best you ever had? Was it the worst you never know? Gotta tell you what I take and play it up like it's a joke. No more surprises, yes it's like this. I'll do anything for you, this is highness.
okay, I'm gonna give like a little update, like midweek update. What day is it today? Oh, I think it's Saturday today. This week has been intense, let's say this. My back pain is still ongoing. It's moved from right side to the left today, and I'm taking like a really strong painkiller for this. I had a really rough class today. It's like I was confusing left with right. I couldn't stay in balance properly. I didn't feel my muscles engaging, and I felt like my body was giving up, even though I was there mentally, you know. And it was so frustrating. It was like a big fight with myself, you know. It's a bit funny because the day started with tears because I was so unmotivated, with this funny music at the background. I was so unmotivated, but it was true. I was very unmotivated. I was feeling very doubtful and self-critical, normal things that people feel, that especially girls, big like body image problems. So I was already coming to work with this feeling of I suck, this place sucks, everything sucks. And I still went to class, and I almost like proved a point to myself that I do suck. And then after that, to everyone's surprise, we had a run of La Phil, which we've been learning it mainly, And today he was just like, yeah, okay, let's put it together. I mean, the whole day we had just the field rehearsal basically, with like a side quest of Giselle Mother in between for 45 minutes. We almost even got to the end, which I was so surprised, first of all, to remember most of the things because it's so fresh, the choreography. I don't know, I felt proud of like myself and my colleagues. Like we pulled ourselves together. It was kind of like amazing. Obviously not perfect, but we still have a bit of time to perfect ourselves. And then after that, I booked a studio to start a complete new piece with 10 people, and then after that, a solo for Antonio. And I was drained. I was mentally drained by the time that came, and I had zero idea what I wanted. I just had the music that inspired me 3 months ago and 0 steps. Put myself into a situation where I need to, not waste everyone's time. And honestly, it came out like really funny. I had fun. I hope my dancers had fun as much as I saw. Like, everyone was having fun. It was at the end of a very hard day, actually. I'm resting my legs now. I thought this vlog was gonna be much more depressing than it's turning out to be, because I thought that I could not pretend to be happy anymore, which probably actually honestly, oh, that was a lot of words in one sentence. Because usually, even if I'm having like a bad day somehow at work, I can, like, as the saying goes, fake it till you make it, and you fake happiness and it turns into real feeling, and you finish the day with a good feeling. There are days where that doesn't work, and there are months where it doesn't work. I feel like it's like a part of being an artist. You've always been told as well to like leave a good image, no matter how you're feeling. Like, put that aside and then come to work, or come to the studio with a clean sheet so you can just work and absorb and be someone else basically. But we have only one day more to work, and then the week is finally over, and then it's Monday, and then I have my Monday duties. But at least I get some sleep finally, and then we'll see from there what's gonna happen. I got really lucky today with my studio time. I ended up being pretty happy with this day, even if the very beginning of it was a disaster. So I guess it's like you win some, you lose some kind of situation. We'll see how much I'll be winning tomorrow, but for today I'm pretty satisfied. I think I can add this to the end of the vlog. I got the answer back from MRI, and it's basically a bunch of fluid around the ligament that's attached to the heel. That's why it hurts, and it's creating a lot of pressure. Basically, the diagnosis is just overworking. over
Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit.
trying too hard, which is so weird, but you know, it started a long time ago when I was more active, so I guess maybe there I did some unnecessary movement and it triggered this whole shablam. Probably not going on sick leave. Even if he tells me to go on sick leave, I will probably not go. I don't feel like going anyway. Not that I have a choice if I have to, right? Also, happy Women's Day to all my women out there watching this vlog. Yeah, generally this week was great. We made it to the end. Tomorrow's the day off and then we restart, basically. There's some exciting news about what's gonna happen next season. I've been offered a really cool opportunity. I am really excited to talk more about this, but I feel like this is gonna be like a separate vlog when the time will come. But it's something really exciting and I'm really looking forward to it. It's definitely a lot of extra stress, but at least I know that it's not gonna affect my summer. So it's really nice to finally make plans, travel far, far away. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.